What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails of Cold Steel 2. Last time we took the Spirit Path, thanks to Valimar, which was able to teleport us all the way from the Ymir region over here to Lunaria Nature Park, which is in the Celdic region, where we took our first field study in the beginning of Cold Steel 1. Apparently, 3 of Reen's classmates are here in the Celdic region. I keep jumping from saying Celdic or Celdic. I don't know which one's actually the right one, but it is nice to, oh boy. Is this the same baboon we fought? That thing's huge. It's supposed to be the park's ruler. We actually fought it during our field study the last time we were here. Doesn't look too happy about us stepping on its turf. Huh? What's going on? Are our Arcus units resonating? But yeah, before we continue, just to finish what I was saying. I don't even know where I was going with it. Oh yeah, I was just saying the way you say Celdic or Celdic, so I'll probably continue to jump between the two until I finally decide on one. Feels like there's some immense power welling up inside me too. Seems like you're the cause, Reen. What do you mean by that? We can worry about it later. Let's take this thing down. Roger.
Mina, yudan suru na yo.
Reen and Toval can use Overdrive when linked with one another. About Overdrive. Overdrive is an ability triggered during battle that boosts the power of the Arcus combat links. It restores HP, EP, CP, and clears all status abnormalities for both the party who activates it and their partner. Okay, so the 2 people are linked together. While in the state, they can act uninterrupted for 3 consecutive turns. So it's kind of like what we had in Azure, where you had like the burst mode, where the enemy couldn't move and you were just attacking until it ended. Yeah, it's literally the same thing. In addition, all arts can be cast instantly. The only like plus side to this that the burst mode in Azure didn't have is in Azure you didn't get all your HP, EP, and CP back. And obviously in Azure, it was for your whole party of 4, where here it's just the 2 people who are linked together. Okay, but it's, yeah, and you push to the right of the attack button. It's literally the same thing. Alright, let's do it. Yup, it literally has the same effect. Like, you see the whole field around us kind of disappeared. We're in this, like, weird space. Cool. Oh yeah, we can cast instantly, so... Yeah, weak to fire. That's good.
Yeah. Yes.
You don't have fire. What else is he weak to? A little bit to earth? You don't have earth either. That's fine. Yeah, let's do it again. Alright, well, didn't get too much done there. We did like 6,000 damage. And of course, we have to wait for that to kind of build up again. Ah! Oh no. Gets 2 hits on Toval because we missed this time.
ここで終われるかよ。
Tovol's not having a good time right now.
駆動。そうだよ。
俺の番だな。そこだ。
出番だな。
You'd think this thing would be easy to fight now, since it's like the game after. You fought at the beginning of the first game, you'd think Green would be much stronger than it now.
参る。青き炎よ、我が剣に集う。
Here we go.
出番だな。
More worried about Reed because he's closer.
ありがとう。
Uh-huh.
出番だな。
俺の番だな。
よし。
Airstrike. Yeah, Airstrike and then Spark Arrow are both wind, but they should still do a decent amount of damage. Oh, he's doing it again.
そうだよ。
参る。チャンスだ。
もらった。
Yeah, and you can see the gauge is slowly building up. Oh, it's already gone. Okay, so we can just tier somebody.
アークス駆動。
Here we go again.
参る。チャンスだ。
もらった。よし。
To a crit.
ありがとう。
So it's gonna heal for, yeah, a lot more. Alright, that's
出番だ
fine.
な。さてと一丁やるか。
Let's go, Tobal.
こいつは効くぜ。リベリオンストーム。
俺の番だな。
Pretty solid damage. That was a...
任せろ。
Reen might actually go down here. Well, either way, he won't be able to move anyway.
ありがとう。
Okay, it's fine. It's only gonna hit for like 1,000. Not even.
参る。
Alright,
いや。
出番だな。アークス駆動。
参る。せい。
we're almost
出番
there.
だな。
It's fine.
そうだよ。
参る。
任せろ。
参る。
This will work.
せい。青き。
This time it won't get away. This time we just defeat it and it's beat.
戦闘終了。先に進もう。
I guess it does show growth though, because now it's just Reen and Toval. Back then we had a full party of 4.
よし、掴んだ。
They do look tired. Phew, well, we're alive. I'm surprised we managed with just the two of us. Now we just need to figure out what happened back there. Celine said, you said I was the cause, didn't you? That's right, I can feel the link between the two of you becoming stronger. And the power may have possible, that may have possible came from you, Reen, because you're an awakener. That doesn't really explain anything. Sorry, but that's all I know. I'm just telling you what I felt. I've got no idea what caused it to happen. You know, this could be a huge advantage for us if we could learn to master it. No arguments here. Well, practice makes perfect, so let's try and use it as much as possible. About Overdrive. Overdrive provides many advantages about making a powerful asset if used correctly. Once activated, both members recover 30% of their HP, EP, and 30 of their CP. Okay, so it's not like a full refill. And are cured of all abnormalities. Okay, so that part is similar to what we had in Azure with the burst function. 3 continuous turns are provided. So yeah, so 3 continuous turns. Obviously, there's only 2 party members, so 1 person gets to go twice. All arts will be cast instantly. Yeah, it'll charge through just battling. Well, we're still in the same area, so let's go do this real quick. We have some U materials too, so if we can actually upgrade our weapons. Yeah, okay, sure. Yep, so we have upgraded weapons now. Alright, let's keep moving. Should be exiting now. This area seems the same, at least. You would think with, you know, what's kind of going on, the areas under the Noble's control, they would have every highway kind of like locked down, just like everywhere. You're glad to be out of there? The higher elements don't seem to be active outside of the park, from what I can tell. Although something still feels off. It feels like something is starting to happen here in Erebonia. As to what, you got me. Just saying something doesn't make it sound very good. Let's put that off for now and start with gathering some info. How much control the Noble Alliance has in this area and all that fun stuff. It'd be ideal if we could find out at least... It'd be ideal if we could find out at least that before we get to town. Well, I know who we can ask. There should be a farmhouse nearby. Want to start by asking in there? Don't see why we shouldn't. Just make sure you don't end up drawing suspicion. Naturally, I'll be keeping my mouth shut as long as we're in front of people. Got it. I'll show you two the way. Yeah, that is actually a smart idea. You know, we did do one of the, like, the side requests while we were in Celdic was to help out this... What were we doing again? Were we gathering materials? Is that what it was? I think it may have been something along those lines. Like, they weren't getting their shipments or whatever, so we helped them out. And then, of course, there was the monster extermination one. I think this one was locked off before. It'll be good to say hi anyway. Hey there, who might you two be? Don't think I've seen you around these parts. Anything we can help you with? You look awfully familiar, young man. Have we met? Actually, we're traveling merchants, you see. We just got here, too, so we don't exactly have the best grasp on the current situation. That's why we'd appreciate if we could get some info from the locals. Traveling merchants, huh? Must be rough for you guys. Well, we'd be glad to give you a rundown of things if that's what you're looking for. Wow, he really is resourceful. Thank you. Reed inquired about the state of things in Celdic over the past month. To be honest, it hasn't been too crazy here. In fact, you could say it's been almost peaceful. There have been no major battles or anything. Yeah, mainly because the Noble Alliance is dominating. Granted, Celdic itself has been pretty tense since everything started. I see. How about your farm then? Safe to assume things haven't changed much on that front? Not exactly. With all the restrictions on the railroad network, among other things, we've been feeling the effects of the war. The Grand Market's taken a massive hit thanks to those train restrictions too, which only makes our situation worse. Yeah, almost everything we produce here gets sold off at the market. It doesn't help that the provincial army's been requisitioning goods from people lately too. Here's hoping things go back to normal soon. Haha, you're preaching to the choir. This might sound like an odd question, but you haven't seen any students around this area recently, have you? Students? Can't say we have, why do you ask? Oh, no real reason, just curious. We'll get out of your hair now, thanks for the update. Should make our lives a bit easier. No worries. Just watch your backs if you're gonna be here for a while. Thanks for the warning, we'll keep our eyes open. That's kind of like a dangerous question to be asking about students, because that could kind of give things away, but also at the same time, it's like, that's a very vague question to ask. Like, how would you know if they're students? Like, kind of in the same way that Reen is being, like, trying to be incognito right now. Like, I'm sure everyone else is too, so no one's gonna be able to tell at first, unless they are still wearing their uniforms. No one's gonna be able to tell that they're students. It was probably a stretch to hope for any leads around here. Well, we did get some info on what the Noble Alliance is up to. But yeah, let's just check out Celdic for now. I don't expect we'll run into much trouble while we're there. You know the way, right? Yeah, south down the highway. Well, that's good at least, that it doesn't seem like they're patrolling this area too heavily. I remember we had to fix the orbment lights up here during our first visit. You know, Reen's outfit was more kind of like fitting when we were in the snow, but now that we're kind of in a warmer area, you think he'd be getting kind of warm. It'd only take a few hours on foot from here. You wondering how things are over in Trista? If it's bugging you that much, we could always go take a look. Do we have the time? Not for detours. Celdic's right over there. I know we're short on time, but still. It's obvious it's on your mind. And trust me, people work better if they got less on their mind to weigh them down. You sure you don't mind? All I want is to get a rough idea of things, how things are in the region. That shouldn't take up too much time, I think. I'm up for it. Let's get this over with. So we really are gonna walk over this way. Cute. Let's keep moving. So we got shield 2, huh? Nothing we can put there. Sure. Only a few hours on foot. We never got to go on this highway before. Plus, it's not like going to Trista really helps us out that much.
こちらの方は初めて通りますね。
へえ、例の実習じゃこっちは来なかったのか。
ヘイ！
Huh.
敵発見！俺の番だな。そうか！任せろ！こいつをシュート！参る！そうか！よし！行くぞ！よし！おっと！ありがとう！参る！出番だな！おっと！ありがとう！俺の番だ！戦闘終了。先に進もう。
On the bright side, it looks like we filled up our burst gauge again. I feel like running along the main road would definitely get us spotted. We don't know, because we know that their main airship is in the sky. So who's to say they don't have some of those small kind of like piloting ships, you know, flying about. Considering there's almost never anyone on the highway, it wouldn't be that much of a stretch to say that they could see us, you know, very easily.
Chanceだ! 一気に決めるぞ!
そうか! 今だ! もらった! それだ!
出番だな! 悪いな. 良さそうな宝箱だな.
Alright, so rain level 45. We've gone up 5 levels in 5 hours. Earthlands, huh? So what goes here then? Oh well, I guess something else. Unless I'm just getting my colors mixed up. Well, definitely not going to Trista now. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Bah, looks like they set up a checkpoint. With those robots there, or suits, mobile suit Gundam. Yeah, there's no way Rain and Toval could break through this. All those armored cars, they've even got a few soldats on watch too. Man, I can't believe they've got those things stationed at checkpoints. Looks like Trista's being really heavily guarded. This route does lead to the capital as well, so that's no surprise. Well, there's no getting through here, unfortunately. Sorry, this was a waste of time. Not at all. Thanks to you, I can get back to focusing on the task at hand. Seriously, thanks. Hey, no need to thank me. To be honest, I was just hoping I'd be able to get in contact with old Mick. No, didn't realize you guys were that close. I think he's the radio guy? I've known him for years. I figured talking with him would be the fast way to figure out what's going on in the country. Oh well. Well, we're not going to achieve much by hanging around here. We best get out of here before they spot us. Yeah, we're not far from Celdic. Yeah, I think Mick was the, you know, the producer or owner or whatever you want to call it of the radio station in Trista. I could be wrong, though. There are a lot of characters, sometimes get the names mixed up. We take it. Be gone. Here we go. Yeah, those looming clouds are definitely not making this place look super friendly. There are a lot of Provincial Army people here. It's been a while since the last time I was at Celdic. Those farmers said things were tense here, but I was expecting worse. Yeah, doesn't actually seem that bad, even with the odd armored car here and there. That's probably evidence of how much this war is going in the Alliance's favor. So they've let that get to their heads, have they? We should start by asking around, see if we can get anything out of townsfolk. Here's hoping someone knows something about the rest of Class 7. Right, oh, but one warning. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you this, but you're pretty high on the Noble Alliance's wanted list. Even if you're in plain clothing, try not to stand out too much, otherwise it's all over. Understood. Okay, let's get to work. Yeah, that means, like, not running. Hey, have you seen students? Hey, have you seen students? Hey, have you seen students? Like, definitely don't do that. Alright, so what are our points of interest? Over at the shop, in the market, we've got the inn, and we've got this house over here. Obviously, we do know a few people in town that might be able to help us. Oh, Becky. Right. Really, Canabia? Oh, right, I forgot about her talking. Can't be bothered with anything now. Especially with the Grand Market dead as it is. Is that a Thor's uniform? Huh? Pretty sure I know you from somewhere. Black hair, diligent attitude. Reen, is that you? Becky? You know her? Yeah, we were in the same year at Thor's. How'd you wind up here, Becky? Hold up. You're the one that should be explaining yourself first. You can tell me all about the blondie here while you're at it, too. Okay, maybe we should all calm down a little first. Reen gave her a brief explanation how he'd come to visit Celdic. Well, I was daft for thinking I'd understand any of that. But basically, you're looking for the rest of Class 7? That's the gist of it. You managed to make it from Thor's here on your own, right? Color me impressed. Truth is, Hugo secured an escape route for us. That's how I managed to make it all the way here. He was the student working at Kleist & Co., if I remember correctly. Help, huh? Does that mean he's not here now? I got no idea what happened to him after that. We BAM chose the worst time to act all cool. Might be a little insensitive for me to ask right now, but do you have any info about Thor's or the other students? Anything on Class 7 in particular would be a huge help. The girl I escaped with is over at the church. Other than that, I've got Hee-Haw. The Provincial Army don't really care much about us normal students either. Really? Aye. I was questioned a fair bit when I first got here, but after that, they just let me do whatever. It's probably enough for them to just knowing they can keep an eye on you. The second you start acting suspicious, they can swoop in and toss you in the slammer. And they probably see Class 7 as the most suspicious of all. Well, yeah, because obviously they know they're the ones who can actually do significant change around here with everything that happened in the field studies. Yeah, I know we'll have to sleep with one eye open around here. Well, thanks for letting us know, Becky. Just try to lay low for now. Aye, that was the plan. Not like I've got the motivation to do anything when the Grand Market's in this sad state. Yeah, I remember her and Hugo were like arguing who was gonna have the front stalls during the school festival. Well, guess we'll be heading to the chapel as well. Don't mind us. Splendid, simply splendid. It won't be long now until the remainder of the Imperial Army and Cruisin is wiped out. Let's exterminate them swiftly and restore our Empire's dignity. Well, glad they're so busy having their heads up their own asses to pay attention to, you know, the number one fugitive here.
ここが大市結構にぎわってるわね。
いや前に比べたら人が少ない気がする。
ああ、こんなもんじゃなかったはずだ。
I'm gonna be honest, it feels about as packed as it was before. Mom asked me to take care of shopping again. I should get some vegetables while they're on sale. Our taxes are even higher now, so I need to shop smart. That means no sweets no matter what. Good. Hello there, can I interest you in some unique daily necessities? What's so unique about them, you ask? Well, it just so happens that these are all handcrafted goods by yours truly. Been a while since I did business, though. I've been focused on thinking of new ideas instead of... Wait. Thinking of new ideas instead. It's hard to balance the two. Granted, that's just further proof that you're looking at one big, fantastic lineup. Now, if only I didn't have to deal with those drunk soldiers taking interest in my wares. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Gambler Jack, Chapter 2, give me that. If we can get them all in this playthrough, we'll just... I think I'll just take a video where we just read them all. Oh, Rosine. She was the one that from Thor's that was always... Oh, God. You drunk is right. But yeah, she was always working at the chapel. Come on, we just want your company for a while. Bro, she's a kid. Like, at most, she's like 16, 17. You guys are grown men. That's gross. There's no need to resist, you pretty thing. We don't bite. My apologies, but I'm in the middle of doing some work for the church, and I happen to be underage too, so... Come on now, no need to be so quick to say no. Just come to the guardhouse, pour us a few drinks, and you'll be fine. If you really don't want to come with us, though, we do have other options open to us. You'd be surprised how easy it is to bring a girl like you in. We don't even need a good reason to arrest you. But Are these guys for real? There has to be a way to stop them. Hold up, let me handle this one. Goodness me, you wouldn't happen to be soldiers from the provincial army, would you? Huh? Oh, lucky me. Couldn't have asked for better timing, you see. I was hoping for a teeny tiny favor from you guys. Who the hell are you? Beat it. Hey, we're all friends here. Here, let's roll out some introductions. Call me Phil. I'm just your average friendly contractor looking for some good business partners, so to speak. After hearing about your valiant accomplishments during the war, I knew I just had to work with you directly. That's why I was kind of hoping you put in a good word for me over with the head honchos over at your guardhouse. Excuse me? And why would we ever do that for a lowly merchant? You sure you should be making that assumption? You could be missing out. I hate to brag, but my reputation's pretty up there. Who knows, you might even get your name out there for introducing me. Come on, don't let a guy down. Actually, here, maybe this will help convince you. Tobal slipped the soldier Samira. Now wait just a second. It's fine. Think of it as a little gift if you want. So what do you say, fellas? Good grief. Well, we've got no reason to turn this hiccup gift down. Phil, was it? We'll pass your name on, but I wouldn't hold my breath. That's what I like to hear. Thanks, Tobal. Sorry about your Mira. Wow. Ta-da! How are me impressed? Tell me though, where'd Phil come from? Just one of the names I used to go by. But hey, I managed to sort out that nice and discreetly, right? Bracers like you have definitely earned their name. Thanks for the help, Tobal. I thought I was gonna have to resort to force, but I'm glad you're able to resolve things without even having to reach for your weapon. Haha, no problem. Anyway, are you alright, sister? It looked like she disappeared for a second. Yes, thank you very much for your help. Reen, what are you doing here? Rosine? Oh, another acquaintance of yours? Yeah, she's another first year like me. I'm glad to see you're safe and sound, Rosine. Likewise. Would you mind accompanying me to the church? Staying here for too long would draw unwanted attention. Sounds good to me. After you. We're meeting friend after friend. See, this is why it was important to get to know the other students, even though they weren't in Class 7 in the first game. Because if you just didn't talk to anybody, just went through the story, like, none of this would matter. You'd be like, oh, these were just students that were also at the school at the same time. But it does feel much more worthwhile knowing who these characters are. After they walked to the church, Reen took the time to explain how and why they were in Celdic. So you're searching for the rest of Class 7. I can tell you've been through some rather trying times. Well, I'm not the only one. Sounds like you've had it rough too. You and Becky escaped together, didn't you? I hear Hugo's the one who told you how, too. That's correct, though we did end up splitting from him along the way. We've been taking shelter here ever since. Well, praying as much as possible for everyone else's safety. Any chance you've heard anything about the other students, or maybe even the academy itself? We're trying to figure out as much as we can. Unfortunately, I don't know anything. That's a shame, but the important thing is that you're safe. Actually, on that note, is the Provincial Army always this bad? Kind of messed up that they're getting flat out hammered in the middle of the day. It's a relatively common occurrence, yes. They'll often get drunk and start breaking things or take goods from people's stalls without paying. It's not as though the merchants can do anything to stop it either. Nobody wants to have their goods requisitioned. Sounds like the soldiers who aren't on the front lines have a lot of free time on their hands. Celdic hasn't been swept up into any battles so far, so yeah. We'll be sure to take extra care from here on out, Rosine. And make sure to give the soldiers a wide berth. Thank you for your concern. I'll be praying for you to be reunited with the rest of Class 7 soon. Thanks, that makes 2 of us. Let's see what this sister has to say. Oh my, you were accosted by soldiers? I'm so sorry, it's because I sent you on my stead. Please, there's no need to blame yourself. I should be the one apologizing for causing you so much concern. Oh boy. Is this kid dancing? Girl over here with her oh, maybe they're playing some kind of game. Alright, well, we've obviously got the weathercock in, but I think we'll save that for next time. So next time, we'll see what else we can learn over here in Celdic about where Class 7 might be and what's kind of been going on in the month that's gone by since this whole civil war has kind of begun. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.